Alcatraz, also known as The Rock and greatest Michael Bay movie of all time, closed today, March 21st, 1963. Located in the Bay of San Francisco, it was the site of the first American lighthouse, and also it was first a prison for Confederate sympathizers in 1859, leading into the Civil War. The Confederates had Andersonville, the Union had The Rock. It wasn't until August 11th, 1934 that it would become the high security penitentiary we know it today, the possibly most secure prison on earth at the time, where it wasn't even key locks. It was levers controlled by the guards, of course, and there was nobody escaping. The waters were 50 degrees in the summer. High tides, strong currents. Anybody swimming there probably either get sucked under or get hit by hypothermia. And the conditions were rather humane. People didn't do well. The worst of the worst were there for a reason, but it was still inhumane regardless. Massive facility here. Like I said, the worst of the worst. You had George Machine Gun Kelly Barnes. You had Robert Birdman Stroud. And, as we all know, Al Scarface Capone ended up here to deal with the worst of crime and justice. Al Capone didn't fare well at all there. He actually ended up so bad he had to be shipped out, and he passed away a few years later. Now, like in this Clint Eastwood movie, Escape from Alcatraz, in 1962, 3 people did manage to get off the island, but were never seen again. Was it a successful escape? They made it off the island, but, like I said, never seen again, probably taken under the tides or hypothermia or whatever hit them in the water. However, that escape was the beginning of the end for Alcatraz. A year later, the place would close. The main reason why is after that escape happened, people went in and did a full investigation on how they got away. They found the holes that the escape artists made through. They were able to carve that out with spoons through concrete. See, the place actually used salt water for its plumbing. Its waste and disposal was all salt water. That salt water was rusting everything out. The salt air rusted everything out. And so the iron in the walls were all expanding and contracting, and the concrete just became very porous and was collapsing. So guys could literally carve through the concrete with spoons. And that's how they were able to get out. They carved in there, got into a channel, worked their way out. The escape artists were rather brilliant. They used soap to make a face and took hair from the hair salon there and made a head to trick the guards. But again, this was the last time I saw them, and a year later the place was closed. Now it's a place where families go to take their children to see where all the people were, the worst of the worst, and how they went psychotic, and many of them committed unalivings and what may have you. Fun for the whole family. One day I hope I go. But until then, I'll just enjoy the movie The Rock, because it's awesome and highly recommended.